Well, it's that time of the year when all you can think about is bhang, mithai, fun, colors and festivities. It is Holi, a time to celebrate, a festival of joy and colors. But what if that color gets into your ears, your mouth, your throat? What about the impact of that color on your hair, your skin? Now, with all the fun and fervor come some health problems, which is actually common during this festival. Usually, the problems erupt after the festival. And that's the reason why we have put together this episode of Health 360 to tell you about the most common health hacks around Holi. These are tips that you must follow for an enjoyable and healthy Holi. I'm Sneha Mordani. This is Health 360. A very happy Holi to all our viewers. Holi is all about colors. Colors, not chemicals. But unfortunately, the colors, the gulal that you find in the market nowadays is laden with toxic chemicals. And that's the reason why your hair and skin always go for a toss after playing Holi. We put together this report for you. It gives you a sense of what you should be doing before playing Holi and after playing Holi to ensure that your skin and hair is taken care of. Amidst all of this fun and celebration, we often neglect our skin and hair. For those who do not take care of the skin and hair before the festival, often end up with dry skin and limp hair. Also acne breakouts. So India Today decided to catch up with the best experts on what you should be doing for your skin care and hair care. Your skin needs the utmost treatment before and after Holi festivities, starting with a facial cleanser and moving on to an ultra-hydrating moisturizer, which is why we're bringing you some pre- and post-Holi skincare suggestions. Artificial Holi colors may significantly affect the condition of your healthy skin. It is crucial to make sure you're ready to protect yourself against the negative effects of such use. Here are some simple suggestions for protecting your skin while celebrating the Festival of Colors.
Basically, you have to, your daily skincare routine, which is there, like you cleanse, you use a serum or you use a moisturizer and then you use a sunscreen. So, but be liberal with the moisturizer because, you would need to really hydrate your skin and even with the moisturizer. And this also acts as a barrier. It protects you from the various chemicals that you would be using during Holi. So that is the normal skincare routine, but yes, you have to take certain precautions like, you should not have had any procedure done before you start playing Holi, at least about 5 days before, like a bleaching or a peel or a laser.
Before going outside to play Holi, use ice cubes to seal your pores and that can work wonders. After cleansing your face, you can massage some ice cubes on it. To prevent the damaging and chemical colors from penetrating your skin and causing rashes, carry out this for at least 15 minutes. Use sun protection. Outdoor Holi festivities are often preferred by people. The loss of moisture from your skin might occur if it is constantly exposed to the sun, color and water.
Your skin is already going to be compromised and you use colors and that's going to make it worse. And even the retinol, which we normally use, for anti-aging product or for anything, the retinol also you should stop for 3 days prior to start using the colors. And the rest, you use that. Sunscreen is a must, full sleeve clothes, wear nice sunglasses to protect your eyes.
Drink lots of water. Forgetting to stay hydrated is a common error. Consuming enough water to cause salivation is important. This keeps your skin hydrated. In order to give you antioxidants to combat the free radicals produced by the chemical colors, try to consume foods high in vitamin C and collagen. Oiling your hair and skin is extremely important. Furthermore, certain organic oils naturally have the ability to wonderfully alleviate the skin sensitivities. Several organic oils have the ability to magically treat skin sensitivities and acne. First of all, even before playing Holi, you must ensure you boiled your hair and your exposed parts completely. This is going to ensure that the color does not stick to the skin.
Coconut oil is good, it's light, it's good, and actually you know after you play Holi, don't go and have a shower immediately. It's not going to help. So if it is powder, dry colors, you can just dust it off. But still, of course, the dry colors also can leave a stain. So you use an oil, a coconut oil, because most of the colors, they are fat soluble. So if they are fat soluble, apply it all over your body. And then you wipe it off with a soft cloth or maybe with a towel, then you have a shower. And your shower should be with any soap you use, and again hydrate yourself, and that's all.
A blend of 1 teaspoon each of organic coconut oil and organic almond might work. Don't forget to moisturize your skin well with a hydrating moisturizer when you're done with cleaning. While cleaning, use warm water. Don't rub your skin. Use homemade face and hair mask. To get rid of the chemical colors, use natural facial mask or cleansers would be beneficial. Ingredients like sandalwood, rose water and turmeric can be used. How does one also avoid acne after playing Holi?
Acne is, you are already prone to acne. You may not develop acne because of Holi, but if you have acne, you can have an aggravation. So during Holi, you have to take care of your skin. And that is, you are already taking care of your skin as advised by your doctor, who is helping you to manage your acne. And the products which you are going to use should be non-comedogenic. That means they do not allow the comedones. Comedones are what in day-to-day life we call as whiteheads and blackheads. So you'd wash your face, you use the moisturizer as advised by your doctor, and you can stop retinol for maybe 1-2 days, because you're going out in the sun, and use the sunscreen which is as advised by your doctor. It should be non-comedogenic.
The Holi festival not only makes everyone feel festive, but it also gives you fun opportunity to play with colors according to your heart's delight. But those artificial inorganic colors can cause dryness and irritation. Well, I'm not trying to be a bummer here. So, when you can prepare your day well in advance, why compromise on the enjoyable parts? It's a good idea to talk about how to prep up your hair and skin well in advance. Use organic colors that wash off instantly whenever possible. Be safe, happy Holi. With video journalist Krishan Kumar, this is Kshitija Gosavi for India Today.
We all love to play Holi, but look at the colors available in the market right now, laden with toxic chemicals, and that's the reason why many people nowadays opt for organic colors. Now, if you want to just do this right, there are things that you can do at home as well. These are some tips for DIY. Do it yourself. Make these colors at home and have a blast. For yellow, mix turmeric powder with gram flour in a 1:2 ratio to make a dry gulal. You can also crush any yellow colored flowers and combine them in water to obtain wet colors. What about red color? How can you really make red color at home? Red can be prepared using dried red hibiscus flowers. Take properly dried hibiscus or China rose flowers, grate them into a fine powder. Red sandalwood also can be used instead of flowers. Green gulal can be made using henna or mehendi powder. For wet color, you can use any green leafy vegetables as well, such as spinach or neem. The leaves, when dipped in water, will give a beautiful green color. Magenta. Beetroot is a good source of red-pink pigment. You can also soak sliced beetroot in water, boil the mixture and leave it overnight to use it the next day. Go ahead, make your colors at home. Colors laden with chemicals can just get into your eyes and your respiratory system during this time and ruin all your fun. And that's the reason why we spoke to a couple of experts to get a sense of how you can protect your eyes and your respiratory system without compromising on all the fun. Take a look.
Traditionally and originally, Holi is meant to be played with flower petals. But things have changed now, and the festival is associated with dangers as much as it is with fun and games, courtesy the chemical-laden colors we find in markets. Well, even if you choose organic colors, mishaps are possible during this time. For example, it's easy to get your eyes hurt, and also you do stand a risk of colors getting into your throat and mouth.
So colors basically are chemicals, and chemicals can be harmful for the eyes, especially the toxic ones, and they can have heavy metals. So if they go into the eyes, they can cause conjunctivitis, allergic reactions, and even inflammation in the eyes. So they should definitely be avoided or prevented from going inside the eyes.
So here are the things you must do to prevent these mishaps. Protect your eyes by wearing sunglasses. Close your eyes when someone smears colors into your eyes. Never keep your eyes exposed to colors. Ditch your lenses for that day. Use drops to lubricate your eyes.
So immediately you should wash with clean, fresh water and keep on washing till you feel the color has gone out of the eye. And if you have any lubricating eye drops, that is what you should put, and you should never rub the eyes, of course. And if it's still irritating or any redness is there, you should need to go to an ophthalmologist immediately.
Colors being sold in the market may contain hazardous chemicals such as asbestos, mercury, silica, mica and lead. These are very toxic to the skin and eyes and can lead to symptoms such as irritation, redness and allergies. It's best to consult a doctor if the color gets into your eyes. Another worry is color getting into your throat and then into your lungs and causing severe allergies.
So this is a very difficult subject, in the sense that everybody wants to play Holi, but if they ingest the colors, anyone who's an asthmatic or who has allergies, it becomes much worse. For people who ingest the water wala colors, that is also a problem because that can have certain chemicals in it that can affect the lungs, and it can lead to respiratory problems, whether it's upper respiratory or lower respiratory.
Patients with asthma or other respiratory conditions should wear a mask or scarf around their faces when playing Holi. You should ensure that the nose and the mouth are covered and that the material is breathable.
So the main thing is ki muh band rakho. Don't open your mouth when you're playing Holi. A good idea would be to put a little cotton in the ears when you go to play. As far as possible, try and play with the dry colors because the wet colors can be a little more harmful. Also, sometimes they use metallic paint, in the colors. Depends where you get it from. It's not always natural colors which are used. So that can be very dangerous, not only to the ears and the chest, also to the skin. It can give you problems.
People who have asthma and respiratory allergies are more susceptible to difficulties and attacks during Holi. This is both because of the weather and Holi as a festival. Holi happens during the harvest season and at a time when winter is giving way to summer. So many trees and plants release pollen. Carry your inhalers if you have asthma. Stay indoors as much as possible during this time. Prior to an attack, a person can experience tightness in the chest, breathlessness, wheezing, coughing and low oxygen levels. Prevent colors from getting into your ears often. This is what doctors say. It is totally possible to have a blast without any mishap, and that is what would really make Holi memorable.
Well, can you even think of Holi without gujiyas and bhang? Well, certainly we can't. And that's the reason why we want to tell you on what you should be doing after indulging in all of these goodies. Essentially, moderation is the key. But after Holi, you must detox. Here's how.
Holi is all about letting your hair down. Sweets, bhang, masti and floric means problems the next day. Imagine being sloshed and having to turn up at work the next day. To get over from the after effects of the celebration and to slip into normal routine, here is what you must do.
Lots of fried food and sugar on Holi day? Well, a lot of people like me gorge into gujiyas even before the actual festival. So let the next day be about fiber and simple homemade food.
Munch on nuts and fresh fruit.
So during Holi, it's a festival. It's a big festival for Indians. So a lot of lip smacking food is being prepared. Dishes are prepared like sweets, gujia, and then your malpua, puran puli. So they are high in calories. So it's important that one should eat moderation, not a very high calorie diet, not too much of sweets, not too much of ghee, butter or something like that which is high in calories. Otherwise, you know that people will get on with the weight.
We overindulge in junk food consumption during Holi. We must start consuming fresh fruits and dry fruits to restore balance to our unhealthy eating. Antioxidants, protein and healthy minerals are abundant in these foods. In order to always have them on hand when you want to snack, it is best to keep them handy in a container.
So a lot of fluids, because in Holi a lot of dehydration happens. So you have to rehydrate. You have to hydrate yourself too. So you should have a sip of water or a coconut water or juices. A lot of fluids has to be taken so that you don't get into dehydration.
Hydrate yourself. If you frequently consumed alcoholic beverages while at the festival, be aware that doing so causes your body to get dehydrated. Dehydration and sugary foods together may cause additional problems. After Holi, make sure you drink enough water. Yogurt and paneer are examples of probiotic foods that you can include in your diet. You can also switch to consuming fresh juices if you don't enjoy eating fresh fruits. These liquids can replenish all the energy you expended playing Holi. Also, the biggest problem we deal with is getting over a hangover.
During Holi, one should maintain a calorie-based diet. Should not be too high calories. You should have a lot of fibers, fruits, and not your sweets, which is usually being taken during Holi. So you have to see that you eat in a moderation. So in the breakfast, you can have light diet like oat smoothie or something like that. And in the lunch, you can have fruits, salads, and other things, etc., which can be included in your diet. Even makhana kheer, which is also low in calories, which can be included.
How does one do that right? Other tips are exercise. Working out will help your heart beat faster and improve the amount of oxygen and nutrients that reach your cells in your blood. Muscle cramps and fatigue are elevated by exercise. Exercise also causes the production of endorphin and the happy hormone, which help combat the effects of post-festival blues. Also, plentiful sleep and rest will revitalize the complete system. With Kshitija Gosavi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Holi festivities can be completely ruined if your children are bullied or get hurt during this period. And that's the reason why we spoke to experts on what to do to help your children enjoy this festival to the fullest without compromising on their safety and security.
Holi is the time to let your hair down. And why should it be any different for kids? A little precaution will go a long way in making the festival enjoyable for everyone, kids included. Experts say there are dangers associated with using balloons, and kids should be encouraged to use pichkaris instead. Balloons can cause serious injuries to the eyes, ears and skin when thrown with force, especially on children.
Kids may use whatever they want to. It's a joyous occasion, but they need to be given instructions on what is safe and what is not. So if they use water balloons and throw it on people randomly, they should know that they can cause a lot of harm and injury and pain. So not from the rooftop onto people who are driving or on, strangers, because it can hurt them. And if at all they have to use the balloons, they should not aim it anywhere near the head. No eyes, no mouth, no ear, because they can get injured. If at all, on the back is the safest. But yeah, better not to use the water balloons. Use the pitchkaris. They're much safer. Or just use a mug of water. That's more fun.
The skin of kids is way more delicate than ours, and applying virgin coconut oil all over their bodies will help removing the colors later. The night before Holi, you should oil your children's hair thoroughly. You should repeat this procedure in the morning as well. Children with long hair should tie them before playing Holi. They must also wear a scarf on their heads as a precaution. It's recommended that your child wear long pants and a full-sleeve shirt to avoid exposing his or her skin to colors as much as possible. Kids being kids won't focus on anything but play, but you should not forget to keep them hydrated.
Children should be hydrated at all times, so they have to be reminded that they need to drink, because when they're playing they just forget everything. So keep calling them over, give them a glass of water, give them some nimbu pani, give them some fresh juice. Just keep reminding them that they have to drink, because as I said, they're just going to keep forgetting about that. That's all. Just make sure they're hydrated well.
Your child should be instructed to use the pitchkaris in a manner that does not harm other children. Ask them to avoid spraying water on others' faces, their eyes, or in their ears. This is important to avoid any potential health issues like ear infections, eye irritation, or skin irritation that could result from getting water in the eyes, ears, and face. Protecting the eyes by wearing sunglasses, using only organic colors are some other precautions to be taken. Most importantly, be prepared for any contingency.
It's a good idea to have contingency plans. Forewarned is forearmed. The parents should have the pediatrician's number on their mobile. They should identify the closest hospital if they need to go for themselves or for the child. Have a very basic emergency kit in hand, like a betadine lotion to clean any injury, a paracetamol for any pain, band-aids. Keep an anti-allergic, whichever they're comfortable with, like an Allegra or a levocetrizine. Keep some gauze to clean up. Keep a bucket of water, clean water ready in case there's powder in the eyes, so that they can clean up the eyes. And basically hope for the best, hope they never need it.
With Sneha Mordani in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Lastly, what's fun for you during Holi is not fun for your pets. And that's the reason why we put together these details for you to get a sense of what you can do to keep your pet safe during the time when you are having the maximum fun during Holi. If your dog is scared of loud noises or crowds, it is best to take him out on a walk early morning on Holi or late at night. Ensure after Holi that they are not licking anything from the ground. They're not licking colors and they're not licking anything that they're not supposed to be licking. When there are guests home, give your dog some space. They need it. Chewing is a relaxing, stress-releasing activity for dogs that also releases endorphins. You can give your dog yak milk chews, frozen carrots or slices of de-seeded apple to chew on, especially if they appear stressed. Do not, absolutely, you must not allow anybody to use colors on your animals. It can be deadly for them. Spraying your dog with watercolor or balloons at this time is very risky. The color can cause skin allergens and infections, and if ingested, can be toxic for our pets. Lastly, do not share any sweets or any food with your dog that is not meant for your pet. Well, that brings us to the end of this edition of Health 360. We hope you enjoyed watching the show as much as we did, putting it together for you. We also hope that you find some of these tips useful during this time. From the entire team of India Today, thank you so much for watching. Have a safe and happy Holi.